Building Ideas is proudly brought to you by the Master Builders Association.
We got ideas,
Building
a
ideas,
whole new direction.
building ideas,
It's time for change.
building ideas,
Dreaming is over.
building ideas,
Building ideas, gonna build it from the heart. Gonna show you how to make a start. We got ideas,
building
ideas.
ideas,
You want some building ideas? We got some building ideas.
G'day and welcome to what's going to be another cracking episode of Building Ideas. It's cold outside, which means it must be winter, and that's a good enough reason to kick back on the couch and enjoy a lazy Saturday afternoon in front of the telly. Maybe even have a cheeky bevy or two and enjoy the comforts of a fireplace. If you don't have a fireplace, don't worry, that's where Australian gas networks come into the picture. In a nutshell, the Australian Gas Networks is responsible for about 25,000 kilometres of natural gas pipelines that supply gas to around 1.3 million Australian homes and businesses. I hear you, it sounds great, but what has all of that got to do with building ideas? Well, as you know, our mission is to keep you up to date with the latest trends, innovation, technology, things not to do and things to do when building or renovating. Well, that mission applies when it comes to products. See, every episode, every week, we normally showcase a feature home. This week, we're going to showcase a series of feature products. We're going to tell you and demonstrate to you a whole range of great gas appliances that you can integrate into your home. They're going to be energy efficient, they're going to look super stylish, and the best thing, they're going to be great on the pockets. This is one of AV Jennings' showcase homes at St Clair, and as you can see, it's been beautifully finished and styled. It has 3 bedrooms and the much expected open plan kitchen, meals and living areas. Whilst the majority of these things are on many people's wish lists, they do result in other factors that need to be considered, like heating and cooling, which brings me to our next point. There's no doubt open plan living creates a sense of flow and connectivity, but it also means that it can be very difficult to zone your home. By that, I mean you can't really shut off parts of your house you're not using, which means you have to heat or cool all the areas regardless if you're in them or not. Naturally, this can get pretty expensive, which is why it's so important to make the right choices when it comes to your energy provider. For me, it's a no-brainer. Natural gas wins hands down every time. And with such a wide range of appliances available, you're bound to find one for pretty much every application. Whether it's a fireplace, kitchen hot plates, oven, a hot water service, barbecue, or central heating and cooling, there's a gas appliance to suit. Natural gas is considered one of the cleanest, most efficient, cost-effective energy sources, so it makes sense to have it installed at your place. And today we're going to have a look at just some of the gas appliances available. But before we do that, let's see what else is on the show. I'm going to check out some of the latest roof tiles available in the Boral range. Nicole looks at dangerous ingredients that may be contained in some of our most common household products. We'll visit one of our state's most highest Green Star rated building fit outs, and we catch up with the experts at CBUS about insurance. There is a lot to get through today, so let's get started. But before we do, I want to share with you some of the features of this Jetmaster Heat and Glow log heater. Now, it looks stylish, integrated into the wall, throwing off some amazing heat, and is also very energy efficient. And because you can control all of it, on, off, temperature, at the touch of your fingertips, it means you've got more time to sit back and relax. Beats carting wood in and out, logging it to and from the fire. I'm going to stay here and hand it over to Nicole.
Thanks, Terry. You look very comfortable there, and with comfort comes style, whether it's a new house or a new car. That's why I thought I'm going to come and check out the new Camry. What do you think? I like it. It's bold, elegant, a little athletic, and a whole lot of cheeky. The Camry is Australia's favourite mid-size sedan, and it's been recently rebuilt and re-engineered from the ground up. Its outstanding design is matched with the latest technology and safety features, with the likes of active cruise control, lane departure alert, and, wait for this, a pre-collision safety system being standard inclusion across all models. What a handy little inclusion that feature is. And you really have so much to choose from. Could be a progressive hybrid system, or you could have a 4-cylinder petrol engine or a powerful V6. There are significant benefits of Toyota's hybrid system, including the quietness, low carbon emissions, the fantastic fuel economy, and the combination of 2 engines working together. The battery is kept charged through normal driving and recaptures energy from braking and deceleration. So there's no need to plug the vehicle in, and there's always charge in the battery. If someone had told me a few years ago that I would be driving a battery-operated car, I would not have believed them, especially one that charges itself. And then you've got the superior quality, not to mention the comfort. It's just a dream. From the ergonomic seating position to the elegant interior finishes, the new Camry is here to prove that everyday excellence can truly be exciting. So I think you're going to need to get down here and come and take a test drive for yourself. All right, I'm getting out so you can do it. It's 46 Belair Road, Hawthorn. The team down here are fantastic. They've even got a coffee machine, so come and have some fun. Or check out the website, cornstoyota.com.au.
Building ideas, we got some building ideas. You want some building ideas, we got some building ideas.
So we all know that on Building Ideas, we love talking about the latest trends, styles and things that are happening on the inside of the home. But we also like spending a fair bit of time on what's happening on the outside. And one particular feature that affects the external aesthetic of your home is the roof. Given your roof makes up around 40% of the overall outside appearance of your home, the type of roofing material you choose is really important. These 3 homes, built by master builders Sterling Homes, look pretty nice, which is due to a large extent to their impressive Boral roof tiles. Boral roof tiles are available in various colours and styles, ranging from their French terracotta to the Artline designer ceramic and the Striata concrete tiles. Regardless of the tile you select, all Boral roof tiles are made in Australia, so they're tried and tested to withstand our harsh climatic conditions. Now, you don't need to be Einstein to recognise that these 3 houses are distinctly different, and that's why they've got different roof tiles. If you're looking for a more traditional look, then the French terracotta behind me here might just be perfect for you. Its shaped profile adds texture and warmth to modern living, and it's the perfect selection to make if you're wanting to create a more traditional look. It comes with a 50-year warranty, which is an added bonus. If, on the other hand, you're after a more streamlined look, the Artline designer ceramic with a 60-year warranty may be the go. This designer range is elegant and shaped for design flexibility. It's quite striking, and its minimalist textures will complement any contemporary home. The 3rd roof tile here on these Sterling Homes is the Striata. It's a concrete tile, and get this, it comes with a 20-year warranty. The Striata offers a crisp, clean appearance that blends perfectly with country-style homes, colonial cottages and Federation-style homes. Regardless of which Boral roof tile you choose, they all come with significant product guarantees ranging from 20 up to 60 years. Now that's impressive. I tell you this, there are not many companies out there that stand by their product the way Boral does. You're hard-pressed getting a guarantee at all these days. Now, if you want to know more about the whole Boral range, visit boral.com.au. They'll have all the information you need, plus the entire range.
How terrific to have a 20-year product guarantee and consider the future. Well, that's exactly what the Department of Environment and Water have done right here in relation to their interior fit-out of their offices at Weymouth Street. And in a South Australian first, it's received a 6-star Green Star rating from the Green Building Council of Australia. The building accommodates 900 staff after 7 metropolitan offices combined in May 2016. Julia Grant is the Executive Director, Climate Change at the Department for Environment and Water.
It's so important for this department to be an exemplar, especially with having climate change as one of our responsibilities and also being able to walk the talk. So we really should be setting the standards in high environmental sustainable buildings that we occupy. And plus we save money, we have better environmental standards and we have a happier staff.
What was required to achieve the highest rating?
There's a number of things that we have to achieve. The Green Building Council of Australia, they measure us on a point system and the highest you can get to become 6-star is 75 points, but we achieved 80. And the real key parts of that was 90% of the demolition work was recycled. We have LED lighting right throughout, which is sensitised to what the light's coming outside in the windows. We have our partitions that are made of recyclable plastic from Coke bottles. And we have end-of-trip facilities, so 30% of our staff can ride their bikes to work and have a place to put them. Our air conditioning have high filters and they're sensitive too. So if there's not a whole lot of people on one floor, the air conditioning will sort of set itself. We even got points for some innovation for this room that we're in right now. It's the reconciliation room, and reconciliation's key part of our partnership with Aboriginal community on protecting and conserving our environment. And our recycling, I mustn't forget that because that's something the staff were really passionate about. All of those things created the points that went towards our rating.
What are the benefits for staff working in a 6-star green building?
We have much more light, we have breakout areas, so we're using our space in a much better way so staff can talk to each other and collaborate on things. And the green plants are also really good for staff as well. It just is a nicer looking place and it's a healthy place to work in.
What a great initiative and what a great example of South Australia's leadership in responding to climate change and protecting the environment.
Building ideas, we got some building ideas. You want some building ideas, we got some building ideas.
One of the things I noticed recently when we were renovating is how busy tradies are. I know, don't laugh, they get very busy, and not only just on site, but also in their own lives as well, with their families, with their other businesses, the list goes on. And it wasn't until I was chatting with one just recently and he told me all about an accident he had. And it really struck a chord, how lucky he was to have all his ducks in a row and have the right insurance, which lucky he did with CBUS. It's common knowledge in the building and construction industry that CBUS is the superannuation fund of choice. However, there's more to CBUS than that. They also provide good value insurance cover for individuals working in the industry. Martha Corrie is here to tell us more. Right, a few questions for Martha to kick it off. What insurances are available and why should we take them out?
Yeah, well, CBUS has comprehensive insurance for both death and total permanent disablement. It covers our members 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, and not just whilst they're at work. If they meet our standard eligibility requirements, they can receive cover automatically. But it is important that they look at their own personal circumstances and tailor their insurance to cover their needs and their budget.
Well, I know the building industry can be a hazardous industry. How can CBUS help?
Well, CBUS provides insurance for death and disability for all occupations in the industry, unlike some funds that exclude many of the building industry occupations.
Well, I have heard stories about different places it's hard to claim or claims are unsuccessful and they don't pay them out. What's the story at CBUS?
We have a very strong record of paying insurance claims. Over the last 5 years, $1.1 billion has been paid in insurance benefits to our members, and over this period of time, 88% of total and permanent disablement claims have been accepted.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm sold. Where do you sign up and how do you do it?
Right, well, you can just jump onto our website at cbussuper.com.au, or if you're more comfortable, you can call our call centre on 1300 361 784, but why not just come down to ground floor at 50 Flinders Street and let our helpful team sort it out for you.
They are very nice, so get on down there.
I tell you what, the team at C-Bus really do have you covered. Now, you could have yourself covered when it comes to your home if you install natural gas appliances. They'll add value to your home, plus you will save money. That, folks, is what they call a win-win. Look at this Electrolux integrated natural gas barbecue as an example. It has all the features you could possibly need or want from a barbecue, and the fact that it's connected directly to the gas mains means you'll never have to worry about running out of gas again or making that dreaded mercy dash to the servo to change a gas bottle. Add to this that natural gas is cost effective and produces fewer greenhouse gas emissions than electricity, and you'll soon see why it's a win-win. It's not just the obvious gas appliances you should consider either. One of the other products that I didn't actually think of in relation to gas is a clothes dryer. Would you believe this little beauty saves time, energy, and is very cost efficient? The instant heat of these advanced appliances will get your laundry dried fast and significantly cut your ironing time as well. An added bonus is that the faster drying also saves wear and tear on your clothing. What's not to like? And the same applies for your hot water system. Hot water accounts for about 1/3 of your home's energy bills. With natural gas, continuous flow hot water units are compact and water is only heated as you're using it, which means less energy and lower bills. You'll also get accurate temperature control and, best of all, hot water that never runs out. It's time for a quick break, but stick around because coming up, Nicole explores some of the hidden poisons that might be lurking in our homes.
Building ideas, we got some building ideas. Building ideas, you want some building ideas. We got some building ideas.
We all like to think of our homes as a safe haven, somewhere where we're snug in a bug and nothing's going to happen to us. But you would be shocked how many nasties can be lurking inside. And I'm not just talking about the obvious ones that are in your laundry, like your disinfectants or your poisons, or even in the man cave shed. Something that is really not obvious that can cause serious health issues is lead paint. It's reasonable to assume that houses built prior to the mid-1970s contain lead paint, and even houses built after this time can still be at risk if old house paint or industrial or marine paint was used. Lead paint may have been used on any interior or exterior surfaces in the home, particularly on window frames, doors, skirting boards, metal surfaces and fascia boards. It's also been used on cars, boats and old furniture, including baby cots. Homes built up to the 1940s in particular are very dangerous because much higher levels of lead were used in paints at that time, sometimes higher than 50%. Dr. David Simon is a toxicologist and well versed in what the dangers are.
The risk is exposing yourself or your children or your pets or the environment to lead from the paint. Lead is very rapidly absorbed from paint, so a child swallowing a flake of paint absorbs the lead into their bloodstream, and it can affect all the organs of the body. And at worst, we have had children who have gone unconscious, convulsed and have actually died many decades ago. But very low levels of lead for long exposures can also cause effects on the brain, which might be learning difficulties. So we don't want even low exposures of lead.
Removing lead paint, is that something that we really should consider doing ourselves, or what do you recommend?
It is a big job, and you really need to think about whether you are really capable of doing it yourself, and it may be better to call a professional in. If you do decide to do it yourself, there's a few things you need to really think about. You need to plan and plan well. You need to ensure that that area or that room is sealed off. In fact, we recommend often for families to take their children and move somewhere else while you're painting. You then need to remove that leaded paint. If you decide to go down that path, you have to do so without causing any dust. The final two steps is to clean up, and it's very important that the lead dust, if there is any, is totally and utterly cleaned up, because little children will get the lead on their hands, and as we all know, little children in their normal behaviour suck their fingers. They also like eating little lead paint flakes because lead in paint makes it taste sweet. The other thing you need to do appropriately is dispose of the lead, and the best would be to call your local council and ask them how one disposes of lead paint flakes in that district.
Having recently renovated myself, I wouldn't muck around with it. I would recommend that you get an expert to do it because they're going to do a better job anyway. Now grab a pen and write this down. It is sahealth.sa.gov.au/lead paint aware.
Great advice yet again, Nicole. Thank you very much. You need to consider all your options when you're renovating, when you're building, and also when you're choosing your appliances. Now, for me, the choice is simple. Natural gas. Natural gas basically is the most environmentally friendly common household energy source. When you compare natural gas to electricity, to coal, to oil, it's cleaner, it's more energy efficient, and it's gonna save you money. It just makes good sense, especially in relation to the big ticket items like household heating and cooling. Heating your home with natural gas will give you instant warmth, and the range of heating options available are pretty extensive. It's not only heating you need to consider though. Imagine the combination of gas ducted heating with add-on refrigerant cooling. That way, you'll be able to enjoy the best of both worlds and live in comfort all year round. Let's be honest, who's not for comfort? And if you can incorporate a little bit of stylish appeal too, well then you're on to a winner, which is especially good when it comes to cooking. The best chefs cook with natural gas, just ask my mum. Predominantly because natural gas stovetops and ovens are quicker to heat and offer faster and precise temperature control. And that leaves no excuse for you to mess up the souffle, although I probably still would. Now, if you're interested in running your home on natural gas, visit australiangasnetworks.com.au and they will look after your every need. Brings me to some sad news though. It's about all we've got time for today. But before we go, let's see what's on next week's show. Nicole will be hosting the show from an absolutely sensational new home built by Alan Shepherd Constructions. We have a segment about ladder safety and we'll hear from the South Australian Police in relation to neighbourhood safety. Well, it looks like another great show. Look forward to seeing you then. And would you believe it? Before we go, I found another natural gas appliance, a pizza oven. If only I had a pizza maker. Nicole Willis.
Building ideas, gonna build it from the heart. Gonna show you how to make a start. We got ideas,
Building
a whole
ideas.
new direction.
Building ideas.
We got some building ideas.
Building Ideas is proudly brought to you by the Master Builders Association.